Wildcats and Bernadette. It's so lovely that you're already here. Hello. I just realized that I still need to learn. I need to learn that, but I also need to learn to turn off my mic when I start recording uh, or streaming. My mic was on, so probably heard me warming up and tuning and anyways, welcome. I'm going to start off today with a Celtic hymn, and I will get my song ticker appearing. you today? You having a nice Thursday? What's the weather where you are? For us, it's been smoky, 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 smoky forever. And today, it is clear and beautiful. So it is such a relief. We've opened windows. We're letting the dogs go in and out, whatever. So it's a happy, happy, happy day. 65 and rainy. See, rain can be wonderful. It cleans the air so that you can breathe it. You just don't find out how important breathing is until you can't. Oh my goodness. So, yeah. That's how it is. Well, I'm glad you guys are here. Well, absolutely, Bernadette. That is what this is for. I will provide music to narrate your day. In case you want some epic driving, I know this is just because Bernadette's my friend. So I know that you used to play this when you go to work at 4 in the morning to the job that you used to have, which was wonderful for the time. But yeah, that you're happy to not do and drive at 4 in the morning anymore. So let's do that. Woo! I can't help it, Wildcats. He says, love your dancing and smiles. Yeah, how can you not dance and smile when it's like epic? For that piece. That piece is written by a composer that he says he just kind of writes epic soundtrack cinematic music, and then he puts it out there. You know, yes, he wants to be used for video games, like mobile games, whatever, but he also says if you have less than 500,000 subscribers who are going to listen to this on YouTube, go ahead. It's kind of like knock yourself out. So he wants to, and anyways, what I picture is just a huge army like on the moors, you know, bagpipes and drums and horses and everything. That's what I picture. So if I'm in that army, I have to be in it. I have to be into it. Okay. Hi, Nero. Hi. Yes, thank you for dropping in for a lurk. And thank you for the compliment. That one is especially good, just FYI, for if little girls want to twirl. Because that one's easy enough for me that I can just kind of not think too much about playing it and just jump around and twirl. And so that one worked really well. Haste to the wedding. Anyways, that's what I was doing. If I twirl in here, my chords will come undone. So just gonna leave the twirling for live, non-chorded, for the unplugged violin elf. Yes. I've added some to my list that I'm just trying them out to see, like, do they work for streaming? I don't know. This one, I love it. It gets in my head, but let me know what you think. I don't know. If I had metrics, like, oh, well, I had this many viewers, and when I played this song, it goes down. But I have 2 viewers, so I don't know. Hello, Zombie the Financial God. Thank you for the follow. That is an epic name. And I even said it with an echo. You're welcome. So you're, well, thank you. This is my elf look, yes. Woo! And how it came about was not copying a character at all. So when people would say, oh, are you Legolas? I would just go, yes. So yes, I'm Legolas. I'm Violin Elf. That's it. Yay. Well, thanks you guys for being here. I will just keep playing. Oh yes, and if you would like to sing along with this next piece, Breeches Full of Stitches, the boys' part is all the breeches full of stitches, and the girls say all the breeches full of holes. And that's it, really. All the breeches full of stitches, all the breeches full of holes. So, there you go. Sing along. Were you singing? Oh my goodness, you guys, this is a special treat. Hi, Shinji. And this is Danquish. He lives in my house. So does this little guy. See? Oh. And he won't go in the puppy cage. I don't know. Thanks for trying. Ugh. After all that, right, to get the puppy cam set up and like, oh, here's a perfect little spot, and he won't go in it. And I think it's probably because I'm like talking to no one. So he's like, are you just gonna play? Are you gonna talk? What's the issue? Anyways, it's very sad for me that he won't do it. Maybe in time, I'm not sure. We'll see. It's quite instead we'll play happy music. Just with it, we'll trust that the puppy hears us somewhere in the house. Oh well. Hi, Chipperdoodle. Welcome here. Great to see you. Yes, we're doing a lot of dancing today. I'm pulling out kind of all the, I don't know, songs that were just Renaissance fair and fun and happy and yeah. I think because it rained and there's air to breathe. So my brain has all this oxygen. It's so exciting. Ah! Excuse me as I kind of just over oxygenate, but it is so wonderful to have air. And so I'm happy that it is raining. I don't know how it is in PA, but here it's like finally, this is the Pacific Northwest and it's been smoky from wildfires. So Very, very nice to have air. All right. Who wants some more dancing? Who's ready? Woo! Very, yes, very lively. Have you seen Titanic? The scene where the main characters go down to the riffraff part of the boat to have some fun, and the Kate Winslet is very upper class, and she does her ballet on her tippy toes, but she has lots of fun. Can't believe how long ago that movie was, but there it is. Hello, Ron Kron. Hi. That was, yeah, from Titanic. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but that song is from there. You just never know where you're going to stumble upon Celtic music. It's in the background of this or that, and you think, there it is. More Celtic. Well, I'm going to shift over to Lindy Sterling, mostly because that was lots of cardio. So now we'll just kind of ease. There's just as many notes. Don't be dismayed. There's just as many notes, lots and lots and lots and lots of notes. But Take flight. It really does, right? Kind of starts slow and then surprise! Whiz bang! Hoopa! Thank you, Chipperdoodle. I can't tell what that other emoji is. I see claps, and then the one before that is, I don't know what that is. But thank you. Gotta wait until that last chord just dissipates. Thank you, Chipperdoodle. Yeah, what I just am thinking is I played this on my second stream because I wanted to see what Twitch will delete because of copyright problems and things like that. I've been curious, what do they take out, like for the video of the day that stays on the channel, and it didn't find any copyright problems. So either I play so much more poorly than Lindsay Sterling, or she allows it. And so thank you, Lindsay Sterling, if that's the case. But I'm so happy to not have copyright strikes, because most of the stuff I play is on a recording somewhere. Like, anyway, so I know Lindsay Sterling herself is on Twitch. I think she teaches lessons or something like that. So isn't that cool? I should find her. There's only so many hours in the day, you know? That, yeah. So I'm just gonna play it again and see, not right now, but I just thought I'll play Crystallize again today and see, does it catch it? Can I put it as a clip? Like, what am I allowed to do before I get a little strike? So I'm curious. Well, because someone I know is here, I am going to I did this at the very, very, very beginning of my stream, and so I'm going to I play so poorly. Well, in comparison, I mean, I know comparison is a terrible, terrible road to go down, but thank you, Chimperdoodle. I am doing my very best. It is so much fun to play, and how I feel about the violin is it's the part of my voice that I can't sing. So I feel like I'm still singing, and maybe that doesn't make sense, but it's like the feeling I have when I'm singing, but I can sing so much faster and so much higher on a violin, and the words you don't have to have words. You're just expressing and playing along with the backtrack and kind of soaring with it. So that's what I love. And yeah, I'm going to play this for people far away that never get to hear me play live. And so I'm now, with a nicer bit of recording, I'm going to play this. See, with a better sound system. I think that recording you heard before was probably great, not good. From a stage, from far away, I'm this big. You kind of see me moving. It's like, is that her? Is that anyone we know? So, yes. I love that piece. I love it more every time I play it because it's so Celtic, and you just go, oh. And then obviously the arrangement. Matt Riley is incredible. He is an incredible arranger, and I love it. Thank you, Chipperdoodle and Wildcats. Yes. Thanks for letting me play it again. I know Wildcats was here before I began today, waiting in the waiting room. So thank you for being here and for sitting through it twice. Okay, and I already played Crystallize. Shan't play it again today. There's a setting on the song lists that you can specify, you don't allow this more than every 90 minutes or something like that. So I may have to do that. I do have someone who hasn't been able to tune in yet, but who I know will request Carol of the Bells every 10 minutes. So I'm going to have to put limits on those songs because I just know. I just know. Carol of the Bells. And to make it harder, Carol of the Bells is part of a medley in at least 3-4 pieces that I have for Christmas. So, anyways, I put it on the list today because I thought that person might be able to tune in, but I don't see them, so I don't know. Let's do Elements. Again, thank you, Lindsay Sterling, for not setting copyright strikes against Twitch players. Because we sure love your music. forgot about the coda. Whoopsies. So I was like, oh, where am I? How many times have I done that little spot? Live music, everybody. Whee! Well, so here's a fun thing. I added to my commands, question of the day. So if you type in !QOTD, see what happens while I take a water break. Anybody? Oh man, it really takes its time, doesn't it? Come on, Streambot. Oh dear. Okay. That's very sad. Well, anyways. Yeah, right? Come on. Okay. Sorry. So I did it wrong. Oh my goodness. But that's supposed to be something that I can change every day. And then like it will just ask the chat. Anyways, well, no sense keeping it a big secret. The question of the day that I put in for today was, what is your earliest memory of a live musical performance? Because I'm just curious. You know, it's something usually as a kid that is lodged in there. Like, oh, the first time I saw someone, and I don't know what it would be to you, if it's something on a stage, or if it was sort of a home concert maybe situation, or like you saw a musician on the street playing something like guitar or singing or something like that. But that's what I'm curious about, is what is your earliest memory of a live performance? And mine is going to the symphony with school. I think that's pretty much, I mean, I grew up going to church, so there was live music all the time. I grew up in a household of musicians who practiced constantly, and we went to rehearsals all the time, and we played on stage and sang and played instruments, and we're at choir and choir practice. So, but as far as like, oh, this is like special, we went in a bus to a special place and it was dark and there was lots of clapping and a very important person came out in a tuxedo and all of that. So going to the symphony as an elementary kid, probably, I mean, I don't know if it would have been kindergarten, but like six years old. Oh well, no one wants to answer. That's okay. I've had my water. We can move on. Okay, Transcendence. I don't know if you know this one, another Lindsay Sterling, but this one has intimidated me forever. It was someone that, when I first said, oh yes, I'm learning a few Lindsay Sterling songs, and they said, well, unless you play Transcendence, I don't believe you. And I was like, oh, ooh. And it's sort of, it's harder than it sounds, which is unfortunate, because you usually want something to sound really hard and not be that hard. And this is kind of the other way. Well, age is whatever. Earliest memory. So if your earliest memory is 2 weeks ago, just kidding. I do know the feeling, especially this. I will stop talking about it soon, but the smoke. It is amazing how much just your brain just quits working when it doesn't have air to breathe. And it was subtle because it was just recirculated air in our house. But we felt that way. We'd be, what day is it? And we're just slow and stupid. And we noticed it on our dogs. They didn't want to do anything. They just kind of laid around. And I drove them somewhere to walk them. And they were like, so I don't know. Get some oxygen. That's my suggestion. But thank you for participating anyways. And thank you always for the emojis. I do love them. I know I need to pay more attention to my screen because my emojis do super awesome bounce around things. And that's really fun. I want to watch. But if I look away, I miss like 20 notes. So, okay. Enough stalling. Here is Transcendence. I have to read this nice little essay here to Perdoodle in PA. I think mine is when I was little, maybe 4 or 5. Parents took us all to Las Vegas. We saw Robert Goulet show and I was kind of singing along with him. He got off the stage and serenaded me. What? We were in one of the front tables. I got shy and bent my head down. Then he kissed the back of my neck. But not in a creepy way. Okay, I vaguely remember it, but was told the story throughout my life. Oh my goodness! Thank you for sharing that. That's a very cool story. That's a very cool story. Robert Goulet, I mean, he ended up on all those sitcoms because he was the quintessential Las Vegas singer guy. What an amazing live memory. Wow. Yes, I did ask. I did ask him. It was supposed to be my little bot, but I don't have to figure out how that works. Darn it. I really wanted that to work, but oh well. Thank you for participating. I don't know how you kiss the back of a little girl's neck with it, not in a creepy way, but I'm assuming you're a girl. Anyways, I don't mean to assume your gender, but hopefully that would be even weirder. I don't know. Different times though, right? Where we didn't assume everyone was a creep, even in Las Vegas. What a cool memory. I have never been to Las Vegas. It's sort of something that groups of friends want, they go all the time, and it's sort of like, ooh, I would only go in a group because I used to watch CSI, and that took place in Las Vegas, and oh dear, Las Vegas. But, yeah, pigtails. Me too. I wore pigtails all the time. Hello, Tripwire. Greetings. The giant wave from Pikachu. Yes. So, Chipperdoodle, I don't know. I was a sizable child. Average height and everything like that, but super round. And so when I had the pigtails, I think this is why my nickname was Pumpkin, is because my head looked like one, maybe, because I had such big cheeks, and then the pigtails would go out from the big side of my head, and so I had like an oval this way. And then, yes, I've always had this big giant face and smile and everything. So I think my teeth were smaller when I was a baby, but whatever. Pigtails. Yay. And yes, I've always had tons of hair, so lots and lots of pigtails. Okay, this I was gonna play. Well, maybe I will. It's sort of Celtic. You can imagine that it's just a Celtic song. I think before they used it for Christmas, it was just a traditional song. So I'm gonna play it anyway. Whatever. That might be something you get to know about me, is that I think Christmas music belongs all the time because I love it. So let me know. My goodness, I'm not here to drive people away. If you're sort of like, you know what, then I know there's lots of emojis and they're like, and but maybe listen to the arrangement first. You might love it. I think it should be played more than once a month, right? Lindsay Sterling would be like, come on, you guys, I made all this music. So we'll see. Yeah, right. Like, why did they think those would be useful emojis? That's okay. Oh, a little rooster. These are very cute, actually. And I'm grateful when it blows it up on the screen, because then I can see it. Oh, hello, by giant hand. Okay, enough blah, blah, blah. Just play the music. called you Pumpkin because you were just so cute. Oh, nothing to do with a round head. You could talk clearly at about 1.5 years, and Pumpkin just suited you. Thanks, Dad. I mean, I look at the pictures and I'm sort of like, yes, Pumpkin is correct. I wasn't orange or anything, but I'm a little bit glad. Oh, yes, Team Christmas music. And oh, thank you for letting me know this Tripwire. Tripwire is telling me about the emojis and saying it. I use it all the time. And the text is what? Exactly. And that's I use it for confusion. General strangeness is relevant. Yes. Okay, Chipperdoodle. I don't know if you've heard of Kevin E. Wong on here on Twitch, but his little community requested a bunch of Christmas songs the other day. It started out as a mild troll, but ended up being a full-on Christmas stream. Well, I love Christmas. I used to tell people, see, I was a Dickens caroler for many years. I mean, I really kind of technically still am. There's a Dickens group here, like send out quartets all over the Pacific Northwest, the Puget Sound area. And so we would audition in August. We were learning 72 songs to memorize and sing all over the place. And so I tell people Christmas is my hometown. Like that's how I feel about all these songs is not only are they wonderful songs, but now I know like 8 versions of every single one of them and like how am I going to fit them all in 1 month? I can't fit them all in 6 months. So the longer I live, the more I love Christmas music. It's just the way it is. So yes, that's really, really fun. I will find Kevin Y. Wong so that I can go, yeah, Christmas. Is he a violinist? Well, doesn't really matter, but that's very cool. Thank you for telling me that. So I know my song list is showing up in the chat. Is anyone able to see it? But oh, Halloween. Let's see. Do I know Halloween songs? I'm trying to think. A lot of these songs are spooky just because they're minor. Honestly, well, how about if I played Shadows? Tripwire. What do you think of that? That is your whole music library is appropriate for Halloween. Are you a musician? Or like just songs you listen to? Yes, spooky kid. Okay. Well, so my birthday is the day before Halloween. So I always felt like all the decorations and all the candy in the store was for me. I was like, oh, look at all the fun-sized chocolate everywhere. It must be my birthday. Anyways, musician and DJ, awesome. Oh, very awesome. I have such, oh, there are so many DJs. I could talk about DJs forever now because I love that whole idea. And my husband and I both played with software that's like virtual DJ, and just because it's so much fun. Cool. Darktober. The most wonderful time of the year. It is. The colors are gorgeous. I'm not sure what part of the earth you are in, but I grew up in Canada and then spent time in the prairies also by the Great Lakes. The colors, the colors, the colors, the colors. Now we're in the Pacific Northwest, which, yes, you would think is evergreen, but there are just as many colors here, and people plant their gardens to go with the seasons and to change colors. And so many people plant maple trees. Seems to be a thing for Fred Meyer, like Kroger. Their parking lots are all maple trees, and so Fred Meyer is like the most beautiful place to be when the leaves all change. Yeah, exactly. We're at peak leaf. It is beautiful. I do. I love this time of year. And yes, because of the like basic Becky reasons like sweaters, boots. I don't care about pumpkin spice. Sorry. But like I like all those signs that are at tire shops. You know, now we have pumpkin spice tires. I saw one at a craft shop. Pumpkin spice wool. Please don't lick the yarn. Yes, that's a great idea. Tripwire says the Twin Cities Marathon is always the first full weekend of October because that's generally peak leaf time. Beautiful. Who would not want to run when it's just beautiful? And especially if you can like crunch, crunch, crunch through a bunch of leaves, that would be fun. Absolutely. Right. It must probably soon. Still all green. Much of it is along the Mississippi River. Oh, pretty. Pretty. When I get to I am a singer. I probably mentioned that. I've got all these folk songs and so many of them mention the Mississippi, and I hopefully soon will feel comfortable doing singing stream. Get that all set up, get my songs into my list, and get that revved up. It is. It's a big river, lots to write about, right? It kind of splits our country into pieces, so it's a big deal. Lots of history. Cool. All right, well, I don't know if it's going to sound Halloween-y, but I will play. It's a Lindsey Stirling song called Shadows. And I need to... Oh, that's fun. It's not in my song list. Dear me. Oh, I'm going to play it anyway. that sounded very Halloween-y for you. Well, thank you for enjoying it. So can everyone see that says Restream, and then it says, congratulations, you've received 100 messages today with Restream Chat. Does that show up for everyone? I'm just curious, because now I'm concerned. Oh, okay. You don't see that. So I don't know how to get it to say, like respond to the commands. I'm going to have to go deep into the guts of Restream to figure this out, because I've tried to link it to YouTube, and it's sending out so I can see. Yeah, there must be some setting that I have to click, like be visible, or I'm sorry. This is my third stream of my whole life, and I am figuring out like 7 pieces of software to link all together so that I can do this. And part of me learned how to code because I didn't like the alerts. So, like that were free and available, and so I don't know. My style is just wanted it to be me. I wanted it to look like my home forest. Ta-da! And yeah, so well, thank you guys. Thank you, Tripwire and Chipperdoodle. Say I am doing fine and doing great. Thank you. Okay, let's get some more songs. I'm trying to think of what sounds Halloween-y or kind of spooky. Well, this is a little bit spooky. Are you a video game person at all? This one is, it's from Overwatch, but it's Japanese, the Japanese area in the game. And I know, sorry, Chipperdoodle, I played this yesterday, or 2 days ago, and so the level is meant to sound Japanese, and it doesn't have a violin part, and so I added one because I felt like it. Okay. And that's something I'm going to need to learn how to do is yes. Chipperdoodle noticed the same thing yesterday too. Is like, it doesn't take very long of watching Twitch to realize, okay, video game music is a thing. Like, people love it. Yes. And now this little guy is like clapping frog. It's so cute, so sweet. I'm just gonna request a bunch more songs. It's janky, this way that you choose songs and then you have to like click edit mode and then click out of edit mode. It's if I was an actual real coder, like really what I could do is modify code, but this program. That's boring. Don't talk about that. Yes. Tripwire says, I used to play with the games muted and would play my own music a lot of the time. Yes, the 8-bit compositions take on a whole new life when played on actual instruments. Absolutely. It's very impressive what the early composers were able to do. It really is. I was talking about this yesterday or 2 days ago. There's an old game called Castlevania, and yeah, 8-bit, but it's pretty epic. It's kind of orchestral sounding, even though it's, just, yeah. And those songs are so ingrained. I mean, when you invest hours and hours into a video game, the music becomes like Pavlovian. It's part of your brain, and you can hear a song from, you've gone decades without hearing it, and then you hear it, you know exactly what it is. So, yeah, definitely. Okay. I'm kind of just madly choosing songs because I want to be able to play, but also show what I'm playing. So we'll see. The bulk of my stuff right now is Celtic music. Oh, I just thought of another Christmas song. Well, Greensleeves, but it's minor, it's epic. That could be a Halloween song. I mean, whatever. It's especially interesting to me how composers have to write pieces that someone will hear for a long period of time and over and over. Exactly, exactly. I'm going to put in the chat a composer that you might really enjoy, Tripwire. He writes, I would say, just cinematic music and orchestral, but different styles. So some of it he calls folk metal, like Celtic Iron and things like that, and just Valhalla or whatever. So like Viking, whatever. But all that type of stuff that he means for people to use in video games. And he's awesome. You might really enjoy him. So YouTube is where I would find it. I don't think he's on Twitch. I think he's based out of Finland. And I did play a piece earlier by him, but anyway, so let's see what I've got in the queue. brain dead on that one because, okay, here's what I'm going to show you. My puppy has been on the floor instead of in his little bed where I've got the camera aimed. Aha. Anyway, and I've got my camera kind of like it's one of those claw things, not easy to move, so I'm not going to do it right now. It is a Shiba. I have two, and one is, of course, he faces away from the camera. They're kind of like little drama kings. They're both boys, but I know, exactly. Like, that's why when I was first watching Twitch and I saw New Baroque, I was like, oh, these are my people, violinists with Shibas. Yes. So thank you for posting, Taco. Awesome. I know. I almost feel like that's a really good strategy is to give a nickname so that as I say his name in the chat, then he doesn't feel called. But anyways. Oh. So I was super, super, super distracted just going, there's a dog at my feet instead of where he's supposed to be. They can look so hopeless, right? Okay. Anyways, not to distract everybody. Oh my goodness. And oh, you've requested. I'll move it up. I'll move it up to do right now so that we do this instead. Thank you for the request, Trooper Doodle. I'm just like, really? Although maybe it's a good sign. Maybe it means that he will get used to me talking. I think that was the issue is she's talking to nobody instead of just playing and it's creeping me out. So maybe let's all cross our fingers and say a little prayer. And anyways, my two Shibas are 14 and 9. This is the 9-year-old. He'll be 10 in a few days, like 10 days. Yeah. laughing to myself because he just went to his spot. It's a Christmas miracle. Oh, twirls like Rapunzel. Yes, it is a perfect. Thank you, Chipperdoodle. I'm sure if we, were in the same room, I would twirl with you for sure. Even if I got tangled in my cords. So sorry. That one was for free. I love puns. Oh, is that a sign of low intelligence? Oh well. Okay, how much time do I have? Yeah. Well, let's see. buttons. Technology. Well, see, okay, yes, I've just learned that I need to put those two together because otherwise, if I'm going to play them together, I need to put them as one song because I am not going to click welcome in Blu-ray AS. Awesome. Welcome. Oh, I have not played this one today. How about some Boondock Saints? I need to watch that movie again because it's a good one. And well, I see we are at the end of my time. I I love this idea, Bernadette, of ending my streams with the Dark Island. I think it's a good way to end because it's like it's farewell. And if you have not been part of my previous two streams and heard this like already, you're in for a treat. I do still want to look at the music because I don't want to get it wrong. And when I don't look at it, then not good. going to call it a stream. Thank you so much for joining me. Uh, Tripwire and Blu-ray AS, Chipperdoodle, Wildcats, Bernadette, Ron Cron. if you are all still here, whatever. Thank you for dropping by. I'm just grateful. Blu-ray. Excuse me. Just yeah. It is time for me to be finished and drink something. Anyways, no subs possible because it is my third stream ever. Twitch puts for new streamers. It's kind of unfortunate, but until I have proven myself that I'm going to stream regularly, they don't give me a subscribe button. All I can have is followers, and until I accumulate enough streamed hours, and so whatever until that's allowed. Yes, but I think other viewers have mentioned, if you recommend me in someone's Discord or something. That's how Chipperdoodle and Wildcats found me, is they were viewers of another streamer, and he suggested me, and so they followed me and showed up. Thank you. I'm so grateful. That's why I love Twitch, is because people can suggest each other, and yeah. So I am absolutely, yes, I love streaming. This is so much fun. I hope it's enjoyable for others, because I'm just sort of like, woo, I'm having my own show here. So this is really fun for me, and I am looking forward to, like, what happens is I am full of ideas of all the things that I want to add to my playable list, like things like, I've been wanting to learn this, and that, and so they're not fully performable, but now I have a reason. And so I think by next Tuesday is my next stream, and I will have more things prepared, more things on my requests, and yeah, soon I will be adding singing, just because I want to get the camera thing set up. I don't want it to be like super weird, and I wanted to know that I could manage the technology I have before trying to add even yet another element. So if that makes sense. But yeah, this will hopefully grow and grow and grow. Like myself, I'm saying I will be able to provide more content. I mean, that's the whole reason for this, right? Is to give you something enjoyable to listen to watch, to be around, hopefully, and like as the chat grows, and it's sort of like, oh yeah, let's talk about whatever. And I mean, I get it. I think that's why Twitch is awesome. And yeah, yes, a good plan to add elements as you learn, Tripwire says. Yes, thank you all. You came from the same place as Chipperdoodle. Cool. Oh, okay. Well, welcome. Man, I owe New Baroque coffee at the very least. Just keep showing Shibas. That exactly, right? A1 content. When I had this kind of half idea, because I knew people who did streaming for a living, and so I thought, I wonder if I should do that. And my very first thought was, I need a second webcam for my puppy. He's 9, but he's a puppy. Look at him. He looks like a puppy. So that was literally my very first idea. And the first purchase was webcam for puppy. Yes, grow all the things. Right. Well, good. Thank you guys for your graciousness with me. And you're not even a dog person. Me either. My older dog is my very first pet in my whole life. Before that, I had a brother. He was born when I was 6, and so he was like my live doll. And when my husband wanted dogs, I was still afraid of dogs, and we had neighbors who had huskies, and I offered to walk them, and they were very well trained, and so I learned how to love dogs that way. And then we saw Shibas. Yes, Tripwire, was exactly my issue. I was very, very afraid of dogs well into my 20s, and I'd been a runner. You're talking about marathons, and just dogs would just always, when you least expect it, you hear this jangle, and it's like, oh no. And because you're running, they think you're prey. So you never know. Exactly. And not every dog is trained. Some dogs who are trained, it doesn't take much if they feel threatened. Blah, blah, blah. I could talk about dogs a little too much. But, yep, yes, you never know how well trained they are, if they're friendly. I know, this is the thing. It's like, oh, he's friendly. And so he jumps up on your face and slobbers all over you. Like, ugh. I still, I guess it's sort of like children where people say, yeah, I like my children. Uh, I like my dogs. Your dog, I will take on a case by case basis. Yeah. So, anyway, little doggy chat. That Well, I'm going to close off for today, but I am so pleased to get to know all of you. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for indulging me with my little questions and yeah, just being here in this space, sharing space with me. And I am shocked and amazed that my puppy yesterday. I keep saying yesterday. It was 2 days ago. I was like, was that all for nothing? I got the whole puppy cam, I set up the room, all the things, and there's no puppy. But maybe this is a good sign that he's gonna get used to it. So anyways, I will sign off. I will see whoever is here, and if you drop in, I mean, never ever feel pressure to be here the whole time. You can tell that as for now my repertoire is, can I even fill 2 hours? So drop in, drop out, lurk, do chores. I love that. I love that. That helps you do chores, Bernie. Um, and yes, well, I'm so glad, Wildcast, that you enjoyed your evening. You are most welcome. I'm so glad to see when you see familiar names in the chat. It's like, oh, and when I saw you, like before I even started, I was like, oh, this is so awesome. So that really encouraged me. Thank you very much. All right. Well, happy afternoon, evening, and until next time.